Okay, Chris.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Community Board 10 Police and Public Safety Committee meeting. Today is April 12th, 2026. Tonight we have three items on the agenda. One is the demonstration by the Fire Department Division of Training into Cardiopulmonary Resuscitation, CPR. Next, we have Bell Restaurant Bar Corp. for a local liquor license and AA Six Foot Club Incorporated. Another liquor license. Yeah. I'm going to turn this over to the Fire Department Division of Training for a CPR demonstration.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I'm Instructor Spreckles. You can call me Tom. I'm one of the instructors at the EMS Academy located at Fort Totten, Queens. And we are the people that teach the firemen, the EMTs, and the paramedics life-saving skills. And one of the life-saving skills we're going to teach you folks tonight is CPR. CPR stands for cardio, meaning your heart, pulmonary resuscitation, pulmonary lungs, and resuscitation, bring it back to life. What has happened, this person's heart has stopped beating and they are dead, okay? So we're going to recognize that somebody is in cardiac arrest and how we're going to handle this situation. So what we teach the students and teach the community is slightly different. The thing that is slightly different is we're not going to teach you a pulse check, all right? We're going to show you signs of life. One of the signs of life we're going to be looking for is breathing. That is a normal response that everybody does every day. And we're also not going to do mouth to mouth. We've taken that out. Well, we didn't take it out. American Heart Association took it out because a lot of people are not going to participate because they don't want to do mouth to mouth on a total stranger. So we're going to just change that to compressions only CPR. They realized in 2011 that there's enough oxygen in the lungs and in the blood to circulate throughout the body, all right? Within 4 to 6 minutes of the heart not beating, your brain cell starts to die. Within 10 minutes, they're irreversible. The brain cells start to die and there's no coming back from that. So they're in a vegetative state. So what we want to do is recognize that somebody's in cardiac arrest. I walk into a certain area and I find somebody down on the ground. We're going to keep the person on the table so I can demonstrate for you folks, and then the people that are here are going to work with us. So when I walk into a certain area, I want to make sure that we teach the students that the area is safe for us, to make sure that there's nothing going to harm us, so we don't have two patients when we walk up. So I walk up and I find somebody in cardiac arrest. I'm going to shout, "Hey, are you okay? Are you all right?" I get no response, so I know something's wrong. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap them on both shoulders. "Hey, you okay? You all right?" What I'm doing is trying to wake them up with painful stimuli. I'm tapping them on both shoulders because they might have had a stroke and they might be paralyzed on one side of the body. And then what I'm going to do is now I'm going to look for signs of life. We're not doing the pulse check, like I said, because it takes time for you to learn how to do a pulse check. And somebody who's so nervous, your adrenaline's flowing, so you think you might have a pulse. Meanwhile, they don't have a pulse, all right? That's your own pulse. You have pulse points in your fingers. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for signs of life. What I said is breathing. So if it's cool out, put the jacket to the side, lift up the shirt slightly. What you're going to do is you're going to look at the belly, to the face, back down again. Less than 5 seconds, no more than 10 seconds. We're looking for signs of life, and one of that is breathing. One breath every 5 to 6 seconds is normal respirations. I might put the back of my hand on that person. I don't feel anything. The next thing what I want to do is find the center of the chest. The center of the chest where we're going to be compressing on the person's body is the center sternum. That's your bone right there. It's going to be between the nipple line, okay? Point, flip it over. Center of the chest right here, flat bone, that's your sternum. Right between the nipple line, that's your point that we're going to be compressing on that person's chest. All right, so what you're going to do is now you're going to take the heel of your hand, all right, and you're going to be compressing on the person's chest. We found the center of the chest. What we want to do is now go over that person's chest, okay, and we're going to start compressing down. My partner over here on the floor is going to start demonstrating. What we want to do is we want to compress 100 to 120 compressions per minute. That's 2 compressions per second. So you're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You want to keep going. What you're doing is you want to keep that blood circulating throughout the body. You're pressing on the sternum, between the sternum and the spine. You want to keep a certain tempo going. Sometimes people keep a song in your head like Staying Alive, right? That's the proper beat to be going to. That will give you the proper depth and rhythm when going. Because if I go too fast, I'm not letting the heart refill up as it's coming up. And when I'm going down, I'm not pressing it enough to push all the oxygenated blood throughout all the vital organs, especially the brain. So that's what it looks like. So that's what the whole thing is. You want to be about 2 to 2.4 inches down on that person's body, halfway down on that chest. So the bigger the person is, the harder and deeper I got to go on that person's chest. All right. That's what we're going to be doing. That's what we're going to be looking for when we're doing the CPR. Any questions so far?
I have a question.
Okay.
So I was just watching you.
Mhm.
Is there any, how do you know like how far down to?
So what you're going to be doing
Oh.
is when you're going down, he's going to go that way for people on TV.
Yeah.
So what I do is I find somebody on the ground, right? I find the center of the chest,
Right.
usually on the button, it's the third button down, or where the
Okay.
bra attaches. I find the center of the chest. How far am I going down? The bigger they are, the harder I gotta push. So I'm going halfway down on that person's chest.
Okay.
So I'm going down as far as I
Okay,
can.
again. Okay.
All right? What you're doing is when you're leaning over the person's body, you're using your weight,
Yeah, wait. Okay.
your upper body. If you lean back, you're gonna definitely break ribs. No matter what, you're gonna break ribs. You're just never gonna ease up. You're doing 100 to 120 compressions in a minute. So I like to keep the tempo 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Building up enough pressure to circulate that oxygenated blood. The only time I'm gonna stop, if the person wakes up, or if I get dizzy and tired and I can't go on anymore, I stop. Or if another trained bystander or somebody comes by and says, I can help you. If they don't know what to do, you show them what to do. Find the center of the chest, take the heel of your hand, place it in the center of the chest and start compressing. Now, if the person wakes up, what we want to do is now put them with called the recovery position. You want to take them by the shoulder and their hip, and you want to roll them on their side. The reason why is any fluids that have built up in the mouth go down into the ground, not into their lungs where they can aspirate, and then you get aspiration pneumonia. When you're unconscious, your tongue blocks your airway. Now displace the tongue out of the airway. It's easier for them to breathe because I have them on their side, but we're gonna watch them, all right? Because their heart is very weak and they can go back into cardiac arrest. If they go back into cardiac arrest, all I want to do is lay them down and start compressing on their chest. When we're doing CPR, it has to be performed on a hard, firm surface, usually the floor, all right? When it's at home, 95% of the jobs are at home, person's usually in bed, on a sofa, or in a chair. You want to gently get them down onto the ground, hard, firm surface. If you can't get them out of the bed for any reason, what you want to do is stick a hard, firm surface underneath, maybe a cutting board or an ironing board,
Okay.
all right? Before you start, everything you got to do is call 911. That's the most important thing you do. What we might ask you to do is unlock the front door for us to walk in so we don't have to come over and break the door. We're going to ask you where you are. You're going to tell us wherever you are. We're going to come in and start doing CPR for you guys. Yep.
For small children, are you
Right.
supposed to use fingers still?
Right. So this class is not a certification class. This is an awareness class.
Okay,
So this is going to be performed on adolescents 9 and up.
got it.
All right. For children, you want to be certified. So you want to go through the American Heart Association or the American Red Cross. You punch in your zip code and it'll show you the nearest facility. And then you guys can take that course. You need to be certified in that because they go more into respiratory arrest for cardiac arrest. So you want to incorporate the rescue breathing, which takes a little more time to do because if you give too much, you could damage their lungs, cause serious problems. So that's why it's a little more training and a little more in depth. It's about 6 to 8 hour course, and we teach you step by step, and we practice with you demonstrating it so you guys get it down perfectly for the pediatrics. But pediatrics, it's now not no 2 fingers anymore. It's usually now the heel of hand, one hand. You're not going down as far on that person's chest, baby's
Got it.
chest. All right.
Right. Good to know.
Any other questions? Yeah. You guys wanna practice?
Yeah.
Sure.
Why not?
All right,
My biggest
Go ahead.
fear is, you know,
break my ribs.
breaking ribs, hurting, you know.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I'd rather you break my ribs than I walk out of the ER,
Right.
right? Right.
We pulled this one.
Anyone has trouble getting down,
Yeah,
put it on a
that's-
chair?
So it's- So like I said, our biggest thing is when we come onto the scene. If I walk into this room and I see 3 people on the floor. I know something's seriously wrong. I'm not gonna walk into that room. There's something going on.
You're like that.
So I'm gonna step back. But we're gonna say this area is safe for us, right? And we're gonna walk up to them and we're gonna just shout at them first. Hey, you okay? Are you all right?
You okay?
Hey, are you okay? Are you all right?
All right, now what we'll do is tap them on both shoulders. Good. They're not responding. So what's the next step we wanna do? We wanna call 911. If we're out on the street, we wanna point to somebody. Hey, you with the purple shirt, call 911 and grab an AED. I wanna give a direct order to somebody because, no, put it on the table. Yeah, so if we're out on the street, we want to direct an order to somebody, you with the blue shirt, call 911, grab an AED. The reason why we do that is if we say call 911, either everybody's gonna call 911 or nobody's gonna call 911 and everybody's gonna be filming us and we're all gonna be live. So give somebody a direct order. If we're at home, we have our phone, call 911. They're gonna ask you, do you need EMS, fire, or PD? You're gonna say, I have an unresponsive male, we need EMS. And they're gonna go, are you willing to perform CPR? And you're gonna say, yes, but I forgot what to do. They'll train EMTs and paramedics and they will go over the procedure with you guys. All right, so we find the person on the floor. We've seen that there's no response. We've called 911. So we're gonna look from the belly to the face back down again. No less than 5 seconds, no more than 10 seconds for breathing. 1 breath every 5 to 6 seconds is normal. If you don't see that, so we're gonna take the heel of your hand, whatever hand you feel comfortable with, you're gonna find the center of the chest, right? You're gonna lean forward, your body over theirs, and you're gonna start compressing. You ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good.
The heel of your
You just
hand
keep going.
here,
You keep doing that?
this hand on top,
Now, we wanna use the song Staying Alive, which is professional,
hard.
right? You don't wanna use another one like Another One Bites the Dust by Queen, because that doesn't seem appropriate. But we're gonna keep doing this.
Roll, you wanna go halfway
If
down.
you guys feel
You wanna
tired,
Push halfway down.
we'll call 911 if you start feeling dizzy, chest pain, anything like that.
You gotta go hard. Oh, you're might. Oh, you're might. Hey, yes.
So now, if they start to
Two.
wake up,
One.
we're gonna take them by the hip and the shoulder, and we're gonna roll them on their side, either towards you or away from you.
You,
You just want your shoulder, just the shoulder, just the shoulder.
Turn them on the
Right?
side, yeah.
We're gonna
Good.
take him by his shoulder.
You're gonna hold them like that, and we're gonna keep them like
and
that
sit on the
until
same side,
911
and we're
shows.
gonna roll.
Now, if they stop breathing, we would lay them down gently,
So would
and then
we
we would
walk
start
this way or?
CPR
Like
again.
with your hands here, you're gonna go this way. If you want towards, your hands go here and they go towards.
Right. Remember, if the person has a button down shirt, it's the 3rd button down, or where the person,
And we're gonna
the
keep.
bra
going.
attaches in the
So
middle.
If they stop breathing, you have to activate, right?
Yeah, then you gotta go back.
Alright,
Alright,
so
guys.
if he stops
That's it.
breathing,
That's
we do.
CPR. Now, we're gonna incorporate the use of the automated external.
And then we start our compression again.
All right, all right. So you folks can have a
Right in the
seat.
Center of the. You have the palm, the heel of your hand. You're gonna go right between the.
Yeah.
Right. Hand will go
I
top.
had to do this once.
Did you?
I used to lifeguard, that's why I was certified.
Oh, really?
For a long time, that's why the fingers and the
Yeah, yeah.
babies on the back, hit them like this.
Oh my gosh.
Still the same. It's still the same,
Still the
but
same.
instead of doing
Now
that
you
with the
go-
babies now, 2 fingers, I guess they realize they don't have enough strength, some people.
Mhm.
So they
Nice.
heal with the hand.
Heel, yeah.
Right, just compressing on the chest.
Yeah,
Joking.
because it was like a
Back
whole
blows,
finger scrape and all
they
that.
don't even
stuff.
want that anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was 15-2, then it was 30-2.
It's still 30-2 CPR for adult person is 30 compressions to 2 breaths for both single and rescuer, and for a child, it's still 30-2 for a single rescuer. For a
Mhm.
double, we split that between 15-2.
Got it.
So. All right, so the next step we're gonna be talking about is the use of the automated external defibrillator. Defibs are mandatory in all New York City schools. They're mandated in every area that carries a large amount of people. any sports arena, anything like that, have to have them in there. 150 more people, they need to have an AED. Now, the AED's job, in conjunction with CPR, is to give the person a greater chance of walking out of the hospital. What this device does, it sends an electrical current to the heart to stop it for a nanosecond. When somebody goes into cardiac arrest, their heart stops beating. What we start doing is we start doing CPR to circulate that blood throughout the whole body, especially the brain, because we want to get that blood circulating. Brain cells start to die within 4 to 6 minutes. Sometimes what happens is we get the heart beating back, but we don't get it beating back into a normal rhythm. It starts beating either way too fast or it's quivering way too fast where it's not circulating the blood throughout the vital organs. So what this device will do is send an electrical current to the heart to stop it for a nanosecond, hopefully to get it beating back into a normal rhythm. When you open it up, sometimes they will talk to you, or sometimes you'll have to turn it on and listen to the voice prompts. It's going to tell you step by step on what to do for this person. What will come in the device, it will come with a set of pads. This is what the pads look like. It's like when you go to the doctors, they put the little sticky things on you to monitor your heart. This is what it looks like. It's showing you diagrams on where we're going to place it on the person's body. All right. It usually comes with a razor and a pair of scissors. When we do CPR, we can keep the clothes on the person, but when we're applying the AED, you have to be completely naked from the waist up. So they give you a pair of medic shears where you're going to cut from the chin all the way down. You're going to move everything to the side. It comes with a razor because if the person has a hairy chest, we want to quickly shave that area to get good contact with the pads, because if they don't go on properly, skin to pad contact, you're not going to get a proper reading and it's not going to work, right? And so what you're going to do is when we're doing CPR, my partner would be doing CPR. All right, you can start doing compressions. I'm going to work around my partner. We found that. Let me see.
Yeah.
All right. What I would do, first thing you're going to do, some will turn on once you open it. Others you have to turn it on.
Remove clothes from patient's chest.
It's telling me to remove
Plug in
clothes
the
from
connector
patient's
next to
bare
the
chest.
flashing light.
I quickly take the clothes off. I'm going to plug in the device into the area where it needs to be plugged in. Where it's flashing here, you guys can see me on the TV.
Connector next to the
I'm
flashing
going to
light.
plug it in. It's going to talk to me step by step. Now I'm going to place it on the patient's bare chest.
Directly as shown on the pad.
I'm going to work around my partner.
Pads must not be touching clothing or each other.
All right, you can stop. So we're going to stop. This is what it looks like when it's on the person's body. I've placed the pad to the lower left rib
Stay
and to
clear
the
of the
upper right
patient.
chest. It's telling me
Analyzing heart
now,
rhythm.
don't touch the patient. It's analyzing the heart rhythm.
Shock advised.
What I want to do is before I deliver the shock, I want to make sure this area is clear for me and not to
Press
touch
the
any
flashing
patient.
switch back now.
I'm clear, you're clear, everybody clear. You're going to deliver that shock. It's going to send the electrical
Begin
current
CPR.
from the right side to the left side back up again to shock that heart for a nanosecond to properly get it beating back into a normal rhythm. It did not work. My partner was doing CPR. I applied the AED. Now I'm going to start compressing. It's on a timer. This will be going for 2 minutes. It's got a clock on the inside. So after 2 minutes, it's going to reanalyze the heart rhythm again to tell me to keep doing CPR or to deliver another shock.
1 minute, 30 seconds to next analysis.
When we're applying this, usually somebody goes into cardiac arrest. They could be sweating profusely. If they're having a heart attack, they drop cardiac arrest. What you want to do is quickly dry that chest area, then apply the pads. If the area is hairy, please shave the area quickly. If there is no razor and it comes with 2 sets of pads, what you could do is push this on, give the guy the wax job like from the 40-year-old virgin, take a new set of pads, and then put them on. If he wakes up, then you don't have to do CPR again. Then you would throw those pads out. You're going to use this on everybody. Everybody gets it. Later on, if you go through the certification, you'll learn that it can be used on an infant all the way up. If the person is 9 months pregnant, we are allowed to shock the person because we need to save mom. The baby will be detected by the amniotic sac. Nothing will happen to the baby. We don't save mom. We don't save the baby, right? And it will talk to you. If the person wakes up while the device is on, what you could do is take the person and then put them in the recovery position. Once the pads are on, they stay on, they do not come off at all. The only time they'll come off is when they're at the hospital or if we show up, we need to put our pads on if the adapter doesn't work through our AED. Because if the person goes back into cardiac arrest, I have the pads on already. All I have to do is start doing CPR. And after 2 minutes, it'll realize that they're doing CPR. We're going to analyze that heart and we're going to deliver a shock if we need to.
So how many times, like, would you, I mean, I'm assuming that we'll be doing this, Garth, in the field,
Right.
and emergency services will get here before we do more than one shock.
Right.
Like, is there like a rule that says 1 shot, 2 shots?
As many as
As many
as
as
many
you
as you can. Right? As many as you can. If the heart needs it, it needs
Needs
it
it,
because we're
okay.
going to be there for a while.
Okay.
All right.
How do you know if you're not pressing too hard?
That's what I asked.
You're gonna
Yes,
be-
that,
Because pressing on a mannequin,
Okay.
pressing on a real life sternum is totally different. And what you're doing is your heart's right underneath your sternum, right? And you want to compress that because that's a hard bone. You want to compress that heart between the sternum and the spine. And you want to go halfway down on that person's chest. So the bigger the person is, the harder I want to press down.
and if you
Because
break
I-
a rib, who
If you
cares?
break ribs, you break ribs, they'll heal. All right. But if we don't circulate that oxygenated blood to all the vital organs, that person's not going to walk out because within 4 to 6 minutes of nobody doing anything, your brain cells start to die. 10 minutes, they're irreversible.
Right.
So the whole job is to circulate that oxygenated blood and hopefully get the heart started. And if it gets started, this device will sense that it's beating, but not in a normal rhythm. We want to send an electrical current to get it back beating into a normal rhythm to give that person a greater chance of walking.
Because it's been a while since I took one of these classes,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when I did it 100 years ago, we used to also breathe into the mannequin.
So, like I said,
You're late.
I'm
I
gonna,
know.
that's all right. So when I came on the job and this young man came on the job, it was a lot different. It used to be 5 compressions to 2 breaths. They realized they'd done studies, that's not enough pressure to build up in the chest to get the circulated blood going throughout the body. We teach the community compressions only CPR because they realize nobody's doing anything and we don't want anybody to get sick. We just got over COVID, so they realized there's enough oxygen in the blood and in the lungs. Just circulate that blood, just compress on that chest. All I want to do is when I walk up, I find somebody down on the ground. I want to make sure that area is safe for me and my partner. Hey, area is safe. I'm going to perform my duties. I'm going to come over. I'm going to shout, hey, are you okay? You all right? I get no response. Next thing I want to do is tap, are you okay? You all right? I'm trying to wake them up with painful stimuli. Tap them on both shoulders because they might have had the stroke. They might be paralyzed on one side. So I don't know. So that's why I'm tapping. Nothing's going on. They're not waking up. I know something's seriously wrong. If I have my own phone, I'm going to put it on speaker and call 911. I'm going to tell them person's unresponsive. They're going to say, do you want to perform CPR? Yes, I do. Do you remember what to do? No, I don't. And they'll tell you step by step on what to do. So before you learn pulse check, we don't want to teach you a pulse check because you're so amped up. You're going to feel pulse, but it's going to be your own pulse.
Right.
So what we're going to do, we're substituting pulse check for signs of life. One sign of life is breathing. 1 breath every 5 to 6 seconds. So put the jacket or the shirt there, 5 to 10 seconds, no less, no more. I'm looking for breathing, 1 breath every 5 to 6 seconds. I don't see it. Take the heel of my hand, center of the chest, the sternum, the flat bone right there, right between the nipple line. On a button-down shirt, on a man, it's the 3rd button down, where the bra attaches, right there in the middle. That's the center of the chest. Take the heel of your hand, put your body over theirs, they would be on the floor. All right, I'm just demonstrating this here, and you're going to compress. Just like that. You want to keep a tempo in your head.
Staying alive, staying.
That's what it says, eh?
Staying alive, staying alive. Keep that going. Because that tempo will keep you between 100 and 120 compressions in a minute. I want to go like that speed because pressing down on chest, I'm displacing all the oxygenated blood to all the vital organs. As I come up, I'm letting the heart refill. If I go too fast, I'm not letting the heart refill. And if I go too slow, I'm not building up enough pressure to circulate throughout the body or all the oxygenated blood. If the patient wakes up, what I could do is that if they had arm and legs, I would put their arm up, turn their head sideways, lift up their leg here to a bent position. Now that gives me stability to grab them by their hip and roll them over on their side. I'm going to keep them in this position because when you're unconscious with displacing the tongue as the airway, any fluids built up go down in the ground, not back into their lungs, and I put them in the recovery position. It's easier for them to breathe when they're on this side. They stay like this until 911 shows up or until they go back into cardiac arrest. If they do, I lay them down and I start compressing on their chest again.
And it's the right side, not the left side?
Doesn't matter. If I go here, all right, vomits away from me. If I bring it towards me, I just move out of the way. It doesn't make a difference, right or left. Usually on their ambulance, they're going to be on the left side anyway, facing me. Because I can't face them towards the ambulance.
Just one thing practical. You asked, how do you know you're not doing it too hard? Well, they give us guidelines. It's 2 to 2.4 inches, or they say half the depth. But for practical matter, I think my colleagues will agree. It's more likely you're not doing it hard enough, too hard. So I would err on the side of doing it harder. Most people, do you agree with that? It's unlikely that you're probably doing it too hard. So, so if you're not sure,
And you change that for a child.
yes, I'm
Yes.
talking about adults
Right.
right now. For a
So
child,
this is going to be adolescents 9 and up. All right, for a child, you want to go through the American Heart Association or American Red Cross, because that takes a whole day. Learning from soup to nuts from infant all the way up to adult. And they'll go over choking for adult and they'll go over choking for an infant.
They have the classes around here. I thought I saw one.
If you go on online, punch in the zip code, it'll show you where the closest facility is.
Like on 69th Street,
Yeah,
something like that.
There is.
Right.
Hamilton, yeah.
But this is good to know for the community to come out. It's perfect. Adolescents 9 and up. All right,
Thank you.
Perfect,
you're
thank
very
you.
welcome. You're very welcome. Any questions?
No?
No? Okay. Any
Good.
questions on TV? No?
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, good.
Thank you,
All
guys.
right, you're very welcome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Tom, what was your name?
Krista.
Tom Frickin.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
that's Stu.
Stu.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I was just driving down about a month or two ago. I said, oh,
I
I
saw that,
this
yeah,
again.
yeah, me too. I
It's a
think I
long
will.
time. I did a lot of this.
We should, yes.
Hope you're there.
That's the
Okay.
first thing I said to Dorothy. I was like, you getting certified?
Yeah,
tonight?"
No, no, I know this is only a demonstration.
Yeah, right.
Really-
You don't need to be
And I
certified
really-
to help somebody out.
No,
If you stick within the guidelines of what we told you and don't do anything that you see on TV,
Yeah.
you're protected by the Good Samaritan.
right.
But if you
Okay.
do something like you've seen on 911, forget it then.
All right, thank
So,
you.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Get home safe.
Working in the dean's office, I had a lot of kids, epilepsy. We did a lot of that stuff.
All right. Next item on the agenda.
Okay, right here.
M Bell Restaurant Bar Corp., 7215 Third Avenue.
And I,
Good night. The owner is, excuse me, Manuel Noxie. And he's represented tonight, I believe, by Sam Park.
I saw Sam. Sam, are you on?
Hi, my name is Andy. I'm filling in for Mr. Park, who's not in the country right now, but
Mr.
I'm here to
Park.
represent.
Yeah.
MB.
Yeah.
Hi, Andy.
So, MBL Restaurant and Corp, Restaurant and Bar Corp, will be operating as Tequila and Sal. This is operated by Mr. Naxi, who's the same owner of Las Margaritas, who's located on the same block, same street actually too. And we're looking to apply for a full liquor license.
Mhm.
Our hours of operation will be from 11 a.m. to midnight on Sundays through Thursdays, 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. There will be recorded background music, and we will have occasional live music, specifically for mariachi. Our premises will have 6 tables, 20 seats with a bar and no stools. Any questions?
Now, I know, Mr. Naxia also owns Las Margaritas.
Yes, there's
He-
actually
he
2
owns,
locations on the
I
same
believe,
block.
3 of them, correct? So far, this would be his 4th?
Yes, he finds it easier to manage all restaurants when they're in close proximity, but this location would not be Las Margaritas. It will
I know,
operate
this
as,
is the old Blue Agave location.
yes.
But
This
it's-
one will have a separate name as well.
I'm sorry,
This one won't operate as a Las Margaritas, but it will have
a
similar.
separate name.
It will be operating under tequila.
He's not closing down anyone and just moving, he's just saying he's opening a 3rd one.
Yeah, he's opening a new location.
He's across the street from 2 of his own locations.
No, he finds it easier to manage
Stuff.
everything when they're close together, but he's doing well, so I'm not stopping him.
Okay, no, I mean, he's very close to.
I know. I saw when I
I
went.
mean, you can look out the window and see the other location.
Well,
Yeah, all right. So the owner does have prior experience, obviously,
Of course.
and he's been here before.
Mhm.
We didn't have any adverse history.
no,
No.
there were 11, with Blue Agave, there were some noise complaints. But 11 in a 3-year period, it was nothing significant.
Is he going to be using the backyard?
Right now, no plans to use the backyard, but if we ever do, we'll always re-notify the community board and update our
Okay.
method of operations.
And he's not going to be using any outdoor space right now, correct?
No,
All right.
no.
Any questions from any member of the board?
Nope.
Is Manuel on?
He might be. I'm not sure because he might be at one of the restaurants right now. I don't think so.
No, he's not, I don't see him.
All right. All right, so as we do, we look to deny your application unless you agree to the following stipulation.
Okay.
I'll read the stipulation out. The premise will operate as a restaurant. You do
Yes.
no sale of consumption of alcohol on the premise until the SLA issues the appropriate license. Applicants will not serve or allow bring your own booze until their license is obtained. The owner manager will be on site during all hours of operation. The hours of operation will be Monday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Friday, Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Sunday, 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. There will be no smoking permitted. There will be no outdoor music. There will be no outdoor youth. The doors and windows remain closed with any amplified music. Background recorded indoor music sound levels remain below the level permitted by the New York City Noise Code. There will be at least 20% visibility view into the establishment eye level. Once the State Liquor Authority license is obtained, the community board may call upon the applicant to address any concerns that may arise. The applicant agrees that should it change its method of operation, will give notice and meet with the community board committee at least 45 days in advance. And that is by motion. Any second? Any discussion?
Oh, everything looks good on my end.
Okay,
Okay, all those in favor,
Yeah.
please signify. Say aye. Aye, no.
okay.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Mr. Park, Tom Manuel, good luck.
Thank
you.
you.
There is a meeting on Monday, the
18th,
at the
Bayward Center.
at the Bayrage Center, 15 Bayrage Avenue.
Yes.
So you or Manuel, if you'd like to show up in case anybody from the general board has any questions, you can answer that.
Yeah, I'll let Mr. Manuel know, and I believe on the 18th, Mr. Park will also be available. If he wants to join, I'll also notify him.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know, walking distance from his establishments.
Thank
All right, thank you, Mr. Paul.
you.
And Mr. Paul. And-
Uh,
Okay. Boston's having bigger business. Next item is 8866 Club Incorporated, 815 66th Street. The owner is Yanfeng Chen, and his attorney is Becky Lin. And this is for a full liquor license for a karaoke lounge.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Becky Ling and I'm representing 8866 Club Inc. Miss Chen, she's currently out of country and she will not be attending this meeting, and I'll be joining instead of her. So 8866 Club Inc. is seeking a full legal license for their premises located at 818 66th Street. It will be running as bar and tavern with food and music and drink, of course. And the hours operation would be Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. through 12 a.m. and Friday and Saturday it'd be 11 a.m. through 1 a.m. They're gonna be only no loud musics, only background and no outdoor seatings. It's not like a very big karaoke place. It's just like a small tavern running as a bar and restaurant. And it would be served. It will be serving food, like a simple food, salad, and appetizers and light meals. Yep, that's about it. Any questions?
Yes. You. Your maximum capacity is 68. You can have 50 seats with 6 tables and 3 bars. There's not gonna be any service at the bars. According to your diagrams, it looks like you're dividing the space into 4 rooms. Am I correct?
Yeah, but it's kind of like divided in rooms, but like a small rooms. But we only fill the rooms with like several seats.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to have any security personnel?
Because we don't hosting any events, private events, and will not allow a lot of patrons to fill their space. So no secure personnel will be needed.
All right.
But of course, if in any event that we need security personnel, then they're really going to hire one.
Mhm. So, and you're still under construction. I saw there were work permits going on.
Yeah, just a minor renovation. Interiorly, it was a the bar and taverns before on this premises, so they just kind of like renovate the interior right now.
Yeah, I mean, I recall we once had this location as a restaurant.
Yep.
Did it ever open? I don't even recall that it did.
I don't know. There was no 311.
Yeah, there was no complaints. I know that at premises.
Right near 2 doors away from public.
Yes. So
No.
the renovations that you're doing,
Maybe
were they already done,
The
or
owner's
are you in the process of doing it?
This
Was
is
it
next.
started by the previous owner? Do you know?
I'm sorry, Kate, what's that question again?
The renovations that are being done now, was it started by the previous owner, or did you gut the place again? Was it done? Because as I recall, he had blueprints also, but I off the top of my head, I don't recall remembering them.
It started by the previous owner, and then the current owner are taking over.
Now, Becky Lynn, I'm sorry. Chen, do they have any managerial experience in this type of establishment?
Yes, she used to work working for the previous business.
Working sorry?
Yeah, for the previous business, and she's quite experienced in this area.
And this is going to be a karaoke club?
I'll say it's tavern with the bar, and then to give the patient like give customers ability to sing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And are you going to have private parties?
No private parties.
No private parties, no
Mm.
events. No security. So what I'm going to suggest is that you do utilize security, only because we have an establishment very close to this one.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had multiple complaints going on, and they are utilizing security. So you may have a spillover from that establishment, is what I'm afraid of. So I'm gonna put in our stipulation that we're gonna have you have security at that premises.
Okay,
All right?
cause you know,
You're
the,
very close to proximity to another, it's a karaoke club. All right, it's about. I don't know if it's within the 500-foot rule. It may be. I don't think so. It's more than 500 feet.
when I checked the 500-foot map,
Yeah, I think it's more than 500 feet. But they just got their liquor license recently. Like,
oh, I see, I see. Do you have like a exact location that I can actually do some research on it?
I believe the address is 959.
I might have it.
Bad with numbers today. And we also require that you have like at least 20% visibility view from at eye level at the establishment. And I looked at the pictures, and you have the front window covered with the plywood. Are they gonna close that window off?
Yep, they're going to close the window. As you can see on the picture, the entrance, they're like pretty much seal everything, just
Yeah,
trying
see,
to.
right there.
Yep,
See where the pipe
It is here.
Are you closing that?
yep, it's gonna be closed. Mhm.
So,
So-
because we had asked last time that this is, the reason why it was opened is because we asked for there to be visibility inside of the establishment.
For your safety and everybody else that, in case somebody drives by, thinks of something, they're able to see inside. All right, so we would like you to have at least 20% visibility. And that was the 20% that the previous owner put in.
Uh-huh. I think that's back door, isn't it? There's another.
No, you see right here where I'm circling,
That plywood for
the
it.
plywood portion.
Oh, that one will be open after
Okay.
I'll finish the
So
renovation.
that's gonna be a window, because if
Yes.
it's a stipulation that you're gonna have it and you close it, I'm gonna notify the state liquor authority.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, definitely. It's because, they can.
Yeah, the other location,
For that.
I'm sorry, the other location is 911 66th Street,
9/11.
and you're
So it's
815,
right down the block.
it's down the block.
Oh.
Just for your information, the community has become very leery of karaoke bars because of a lot of the incidents that have happened. The bar he's talking about right now, there were several arrests with many people being arrested at the same time. And the owners won't tell us what happened. And because it's under investigation, the police cannot, but the owners just say, I don't know what happened. And that's with security. Yes, there is a lot more people there. So we are, the community and the residents, and that's who we represent, are very leery of karaoke bars. We also ask not for just your establishment, but all bars that we have visibility into the establishment. And I believe that we also ask for visibility into the individual karaoke rooms.
Right, yeah.
So that we can see what's going on in there.
Yes, sure. So that window will be open, and for each room, the door, they're going to have they're going to install the glass, inside the door, so that is be visible to the outside, and then so you can easily see.
Okay.
And also, as for the secure personnel, if that's required for the safety of the community, then the owner, and I'll strongly advise the owner to use the security personnel on this premises.
Secure what? I'm sorry.
Personnel.
Oh, personnel. Do you have any idea if there is any cameras on the premises?
The cameras, yeah, they will install cameras in every corners and doors and entries.
All right.
Mhm.
And if people congregate outside, this is why you're gonna need security personnel to disperse that.
Mhm.
Do you understand?
Yep.
See, our concern is that the other establishment holds over 300 people. Your establishment holds about 60, I believe.
Right.
It's just over 5.
So you're gonna get a spillover from this establishment into that one. All right, and since this previous establishment is open, there have been way over 30 arrests. And it's only been operating for a couple of months. Right, and there is also the park across the street, Leif Erikson Park. And people have been congregating inside the park early in the hours. Though your hours are much different than this other establishment. Your hours are more reasonable, I will say that.
Yes,
Mhm.
yeah.
All right,
Because Miss Chen, she came to me and then she understood that several instances by the previous owner, and then she expressed her care about opening up the new business on this premises. And then she actually talked to me about the security plans and how they run their business. It's not gonna be long hours, and it's more like operate as a tavern than a karaoke bar. So, yep.
and also, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
we're also probably gonna put in that, we're gonna allow the NYPD to conduct random business inspections on this premises.
Yes, that's no
And
problem.
they're allowed to do that, all right? It's a
Yeah.
business inspection,
Yeah, I think they welcome the police, the
Yeah.
cops to.
for the safety of everybody, really. You know, you,
Mhm.
it just was, Miss Chin was present. Any questions from,
No, it's just that I'm used to seeing an establishment that's constructed, so we know what we're looking at.
yeah,
Yes.
You know, it's almost like this is premature because we don't see what the establishment looks like.
correct.
So you want like more photos to follow? Because
Well-
they're finishing up the renovations right now.
Well, right now you're under construction, correct?
Yeah.
Now, was the establishment finished and then she gutted it again? 'Cause it came up, didn't it?
It's not finished yet, but
Okay.
it's going to renovate it as according to the floor plan. It's gonna be like.
Alright.
But we're going to send more pictures, with the open spaces, like the open
Yeah.
window,
Yeah, I'd like to see also, pictures and also a security plan, you also have two means of egress, correct? There's one door,
There's two
one main
doors,
door and
yeah.
one emergency
Back door?
exit door?
There's two doors.
No, back doors or side doors.
Side
on
doors.
this place.
Yes.
It's enclosed.
Yeah,
We did this already, right?
yeah,
Correct.
we did, yeah. See, there's two doors here.
Yeah, that's the only two.
Yeah, we were at one time worried that God forbid someone comes in,
Right.
Right.
they block the doors and everybody there is trapped. If someone, God forbid, comes in with a gun or tries to hold it in place while you're there, people can't run out the back door.
Yeah, so there's two
These are
doors.
major concerns that we have.
All right.
Okay,
All right, so I'd like to make a motion that we look to deny your application unless you agree to following stipulation. Right, the premise will operate as a karaoke lounge, restaurant. There will be no sale of such of alcohol on the premise until the FLA issues the appropriate license. Applicants will not serve or allow bring your own booze until the license is obtained. The owner and manager will be on site during all hours of operation. The hours of operation will be Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Friday, Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Sunday, 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. There will be no smoking permitted. There will be no outdoor use. The doors and windows remain closed with any amplified music. Background recorded indoor music sound levels will remain below the level permitted by the New York City Noise Code. There will be at least 20% visibility view into the establishment eye level and also visibility into the rooms in the establishment. Once the State Liquor Authority license obtained, the community board may call upon the applicant to address any concerns that may arise. The applicant agrees that should it change its method of operation, it will give notice and meet with the community board committee at least 45 days in advance. There shall be at least 2 security guards on the premises during hours of operation. There will be no private parties. And the premises will allow the New York City Police Department to conduct random business inspections. Any questions?
Sounds thorough.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, all those in favor, please signify.
okay.
Any opposed? One opposed.
Who's
Sal, are
opposed?
you in favor or opposed?
Salah, are you in favor?
Yes, in favor.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry,
Okay.
I'm in favor too.
All right, thank you,
Okay,
Elizabeth.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so there is a meeting on Monday, the 18th.
Yes.
Yes. At 15 Bay Ridge Avenue. It's the Bay Ridge Senior Center. You should have someone come at that meeting because I'm sure they're gonna have more questions than I did.
So I'm going to receive a notification for the meeting.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, we'll send it. It should have been the first letter,
yes.
but we'll send you an email.
It's not
Yeah.
on Zoom, it's live. So
Okay.
I'm just suggesting that someone should attend.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you so
luck.
much. Mhm.
New and old business. No new.
New, old.
Or-
I know a lot of people are complaining about what's going to be going up where Staples is. Do
Oh,
you
it's
have
not-
any updates with that?
Well, that's not on the police.
This is public
Okay, that's on the
safety?
zoning lady.
Public safety.
Well, I will tell you that the zoning and land use committees worked very hard on its recommendation, balancing the concerns raised by neighbors as well as future planning in the area. I will be sending out the committee's recommendation and report. I hope Thursday. Stephanie's working on the report, so I tell all board members here, make sure you read. It's a very thorough report and analysis.
So this is still classified until Thursday.
It's not classified. The meeting was public.
No.
The zoning and land use committee issued a recommendation to support additional height and density, not what the applicant had requested. The R6A, which is, several more floors than what is permitted as of right now, as well as greater density. So you'll have diagrams and charts and all good stuff to look at this weekend for your homework, everyone's homework. So that but most did feel that the density that was requested was too great for the.
I mean, I remember when the building wanted to go up, what is it, 86th Street, and by like where the limousine place is, in
Yeah.
Brooklyn Antique.
Oh, that's not our board, yeah.
And we talk about, the electricity, the sewage capacity, the traffic,
The
the extra
infrastructure.
cars. What is the impact on the community?
We'll tell you after it's built.
No,
Okay.
no.
That's what.
Well, that was another part of the conversation, which Stephanie will elaborate on, is that there are many soft sites in that particular area, and that the zoning and land use committee wants to look at that area comprehensively in a neighborhood plan. So that's more to come. So that's my short answer to, but there's a lot more details in the report this weekend.
Also with public safety, I know last time we had the District 34 Transit Police Deputy Inspector King. Was
Yes.
going to go over.
Yeah.
And yeah, she was very good. But since the last month, I don't know of any incidents over here on the R line, but there have been incidents in Manhattan and on the system itself. Some have resulted into deaths.
Right, yes.
The assaults are up in the subway system, so please be diligent if you do use the subway.
Well done. I will say that Officer Gandor is here from the 68th precinct. It's just,
Any other thing, new and old?
no, anyone
All right.
else? Okay,
Motion to adjourn.
all right, thank you all.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a good night.
night. Thank you, everybody.
Night.
Have a good night.